Hello, good people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Reactions have rented the air over the statement made by the former Nigerian military president Ibrahim Babangida, who is also known as IBB, who will be turning 80 years on August 17. He spoke extensively about our country, Nigeria, and also spoke about 2023. That's where we're going to be revolving our discussion on, because a lot of people have reacted to it. And one of those things he said was that the most choicest leaders to rule this country should be in their 60s. And already the likes of Atiku, who are already jogging, waiting for 2023, going to be turning 77, and also Siwaju Bola Tinubu will be turning 70 as at that 2023, which means they are not qualified to stand if we have to go by the suggestion of the former military president. That's IBB. And shockingly, Arewa Consultative Forum have reacted to the statement of the former military ruler. And we're going to be looking at what they have to say and also consider some of the reactions of Nigerians. But before we go to all of that, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's just look at what Arewa youth have to say about the statement made by IBB. According to the news, the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, IYCF, has reacted to remarks by the former head of state, Ibrahim Babangida IBB, that he has visualized Nigeria's next president. AYCF described IBB's remark as timely and commendable to have a youth as Nigerian president come 2023. The national president of Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, Yerima Shetima, said Babangida has demonstrated his commitment to democracy in Nigeria. In a statement he signed, Shetima urged other elder statesmen to toil IBB's step regarding Nigeria's next president. According to Shetima, and I quote is what he said, former President IBB has proved that he is committed to genuine democracy and demonstrated patriotism with this proposition of injecting fresh blood into democratic space of today's Nigeria. We call in all elder statesmen to queue behind IBB for the good of this nation. Shetima noted that Babangida has spoken the mind of millions of Nigerians who have been quietly disturbed by the political culture of recycling old tired citizens as presidents of the nation. He noted that recycling old citizens as president was partly responsible for the current stagnation afflicting the country. According to him, he said, we are all aware that in terms of leadership through governance globally, the trend is having young, healthy, and intellectually vibrant young men at the helm of affairs. We are calling in all political parties in the country to shun the culture of recycling old and incompetent candidates for the nation's presidency, because the youth will no longer support that dangerous trend anymore. He explained that the era of having old people holding the reins in Nigeria should belong to the past, and anyone who thinks this stagnation should continue should perish that negative thought. Babangida, in his interview with Arise TV, has highlighted youthfulness as one of the qualities Nigeria's next president should possess. IBB has stated these while disclosing 6 qualities the next Nigerian president should have. Quite interesting, to note that IBB has woken up to speak concerning Nigeria. But first of all, if you want to look at a lot of things, about IBB, one may not really applaud him, because when he had opportunity of bringing in democracy, he didn't blush to it, But however, let's look at some of the issue of a youth being in the presidential position in Nigeria. Now, I would say, as much as I support, I'm giving you my personal views on this, as much as I support the youth to, occupy Aso Rock come 2023, if Nigeria will allow it to happen, because already there are grievances virtually everywhere and people are very angry, And so 2023 will come by the grace of God, But however, if we want to look at the issue of Nigeria youth occupying that position, we have to also take into consideration what youths have been able to do in the different states that youths are ruling. Yeah. If you want to look at different states in Nigeria, you see youths there. For example, in Kogi State, we have one of the youngest governors there. I think for Cross River State also, we have a young person in Akwa Ibom State, and also in other places, even in Lagos State, he's not too old, If we also take into consideration their performance, I think that should be the basis of bringing anyone here in. Let's, as much as we want a youth to be there, but let the person be put through the eyes of the requirements of Nigeria. What are the expectations, the eyes of the expectations of Nigeria, before we say a youth should come in? Because if a youth comes in and he understands the parameters of rolling out wrong policies, they will enact it better than the old guys who were in. Just imagine, for example, if we bring in someone who, unfortunately, we did not know was a tyrant, that's as a youth president. He comes on board and he knows all the nitty-gritties and he knows everything about, social media, the effect of social media and all of that. He can just shut down social media and there's nothing anybody can do. He will shut it down, monitor it. There are some stringent laws he can roll out which may affect the generality of Nigerians without any form of feelings, whether we are suffering, whether we are not suffering, So as much as youths are very good to bring in, we have to take out time to review the performance. I feel that the most important thing is performance review of such people when they were in leadership position should be of utmost importance to us. Even as their age also is important. Because we are not thinking about bringing in someone who will be fighting the tenets of democracy and will be fighting the fundamental human right of Nigerians. For example, I'm not castigating anybody, but look at the train of events for things that have been happening thus far when you are, saying that this president is not performing. What are the reactions of the youths that are in that party? How do they react? If somebody comes up now and said, Buhari is not performing and all of that, what's the reactions of those youths who are in those parties and who are in leadership position? How do they react to it? We have to take that into consideration because we're looking at someone here who has youthful strength. He can stay all night to review his social media space. He can stay all night to make policies that will affect and crumble everybody and shut down everybody. So as much as we are going to do that, we have to consider that is overly important. I like to leave it there, but let me just read one or two things. This one said, youths are important part of leadership and they have to be integrated in 2023, but we just have to be careful, right? Another person here says, IBB, when you had the opportunity of giving us the best, did you allow it to happen? Was it not via you that the Yoruba leader who would have turned around the fortunes of Nigeria lost his life? Another one here says, I do not always love to hear advice from people who had opportunity to change the fortunes of the country and they did not. But however, what IBB has told Nigerians is absolutely true. I stand by him, but we just have to exercise caution as we make our choices. Wow. Now, time would not permit us to go on and on to read some of what people have said, but I'd like to leave you to our comment section. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What do you have to say about Arewa's position in respect to youth being in association?